Okay, I want to share you guys an update with how things are. Springtime deal. There's a nesting sandhill down there, so I'm gonna be kind of quiet. The marsh is filled in pretty well. There's quite a few birds nesting down there, but the sandhills want more quiet than here. I'm gonna get down about this far. So here's a brush pile that started. This tree, something I wanted to get to last year, I'm gonna have to get to this year. Gonna get help with. But these things have continued to kind of build the foundation. They haven't really started being a hugelkultur mound yet, but there's a lot there that'll hold things back long enough for it to catch, basically. And it's built of this thing that is just a constant source. I don't know. It grows, and it keeps growing, so there's going to be an endless pile of that as long as that thing keeps getting trimmed up. It's real convenient for just moving it downhill a little bit until I can get that tree that I can get like stuck in another tree. Till that gets put on top along with stuff that fell over in my neighbor's yard that I hauled up. Sorry about all the camera movement, but all this stuff gets laid in for thicker, more structure as it goes. So, there go the sand. Oh, chasing the geese off. So, I don't know how or why, but geese nested up near the sandhill and they like to fight. So, anyway, I'm trying to be quiet. We got a new predator in town. She's following me everywhere. But the chipmunks and them, they have the backsides of all these hugelkultur mounds to tuck in and hide and blend in with. And they're used to the feral cats and everything, so she's not really a big problem for them. After fall, you take all the leaves and stuff, keep it going into just more decomposition on top. So this is kind of the next phase, filling in with leaves as the sticks build up. And then this part is basically a flower pot of several cubic feet, mulch, topsoil, manure, compost, those types of things mixed into what you want a fruit tree to grow with. So these fruit trees are either gonna come or go, they put them in last year. Let's see how it goes. A more advanced hugelkultur mound that I've been showing. Ooh, sandhills are getting feisty. They're way too close to each other. Both nesting and well, they gotta do what they gotta do, I guess. This one continuing to grow. Pear tree kind of trying to make it. Strawberries are catching, so those are left over from last year. Don't have to do anything. Trying to keep everything perennial and give it room to go down these paths that I'm making. So this pear tree, I'm gonna get pears this year. It pays off. Another cherry and an apple tree next to an existing apple tree that's been dead for decades but still growing apples. Love it. See, the paths are starting to form. They're not really clear, but as you build up these mounds, the cardboard and this is the next layer. So it has to be layered up every year. It decomposes, so it shrinks. This year there's going to be a lot of gravel coming in. You can start to see how a path develops as you raise up into the side of a hill. Cat comes, chipmunk runs, they end up in there. Or they live in there. It gets warm. As it decomposes in the winter, it's warm. Another pile that's going to get all these leaves raked into it. So there's a lot living in there, like worms and things like that, I'm going to give them a minute. but as it gets drier and that, I'm going to move it back down here, and then all the fungal growth and all that stuff gets messed in. All these berries that have been moving around, I'm keeping them around, letting them just naturally move through, but they're pretty abundant. They're moving through, and once the light opened up, I'm even leaving them in the middle of the path. What the hell, right? This path's coming together pretty good. A lot of erosion control happening behind the shed. It's got a lot of stuff in it. But it all decomposes well. I'm not putting anything in there that's gonna hurt anything. I've been digging up a lot of rocks. Keeping the structure of this fountain system. Gonna make new ways to make the water flow. These berries get in the way, so I kind of lace them together. And now I've got peas to put at the base of those, so that's going to be a fun project this year. I'm trying to button up paths to keep the hill going. There's erosion control to think about. Back behind here, I know this video is getting kind of long, sorry. But yeah, I'll clean out this pond here, and all that muck and crap from years is going to be golden. Places like this new hugelkultur mound. You probably saw the backside had a pallet leaning on it and all that. You butt it up with gravel and some sort of structure to hold it all back, and drainage and things like that to build a good hard point. So I had a bunch of bricks that ended up here for free. I've been buying gravel. You know, when you're busted up, it's hard to move things around, but mechanically we find ways, I suppose. A lot of the recycling from old landscaping projects, really all I need is to start a wall to hold things back. But what I really need is a lot more rocks and gravel back here, and that's just brick storage. But the projects continue and continue. But if I just keep it all with on-site materials, you can kind of start to see that a hillside is becoming more accessible. And you can probably see that that's wide enough for a wheelchair and a lawnmower to keep it going. But there'll soon be access down to this marsh. And I'm building the wheelchairs now that can get up and down these hills. So things are getting more accessible too. Life's good. Have fun.